away. Has the leash there on the Faker.
They have a wave in top lane.
Oh, they're going in. Oh, they're thinking about it. Wave pushing in now as Rascal is going to do it. Tucson and Pawn trying to stop the backs, but Faker was able to get back here alongside of Teddy. But is it going to matter as the fight is turning under Rascal, who goes in alone and just gets blown up with that turret?
And can they hold the Nexus turret?
Oh, it's so low. It's going to live. 57 health. And that turret is a god. It does not go down.
That turret does not go down no matter what is thrown its way. As SK Telecom, they hung on with a sliver, and look at the Baron duration, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Look at the Elder spawn. It's going to persist through Elder. And the one thing that Kingzone had going for them is they had teleport on so many members. That's no longer a thing now. We take a look at this team fight inside of the Baron, Cuz getting so low. Teddy so strong with that Bloodthirster and just the on-hit for the Varus. And you can see Kingzone, they are trying to attack SK Telecom from every single angle. And they were trying to hang on for Rise to arrive into this fight. Gravity Field came down, they popped the Gravity Field. Banshee's Veil popped, and then it was a full-on retreat where it couldn't seem like either team really knew how they wanted to conduct themselves in this. You can see Deft actually wasting quite a bit of time getting the red in the golem, so he's late to the turret. Faker ends up stalling just long enough. Beautiful stopwatch, holding the aggro and allowing Teddy to get in there in time. And so now in a straight-up team fight, SK Telecom will win 99 out of 100 times. Kingzone are reduced to guerrilla warfare now if they want to win this game.
They've been relying on that the entire game as well. It's been all about those picks as Teddy is on guard, but the inhibitor has respawned, so going to be much harder to get on in there and start damaging those turrets now, but gonna have to wait and see what happens as Teddy is really just hanging back there, almost expecting a Rise to come over the wall or something.
Elder spawning now in 3 seconds. Kingzone, they do have the mountain. Will they just flip the coin?
Well, they're going to go for another pick.
They have Pawn in top lane, and it's important to note that Khan does not have teleport.
Massive shield is Faker with his death cap trying to turn it here. He's going to steal that one, but Teddy's going to take that one, make it two, as Pawn is not even in the fight. He's pushing the lanes as Kingzone. You mentioned guerrilla warfare. That's exactly what they're trying to do.
It's all that they can do at this point is the guerrilla warfare tactics to keep them alive in this game.
Oh boy, Clid in a bunch of trouble. No culling to come out here as Rascal trying to go 1v2, but has to be careful.
Did he get it?
That last stun, okay. Redemption coming on in. Trying to do that damage to Mana, but it's not going to be enough as Mana will tank it up, and they get another kill.
And that should be the Elder going over. Teddy and Mana should just be able to two-man it. You can see Deft is saying, all right, how do we do this? What are we going to coordinate? As Pawn on there with the Monolith LeBlanc in top lane. Doesn't quite know what to do. This is going to be a 5-man Elder Dragon that is now going to persist once again into the next Baron.
And it will. SKT, a gigantic objective for them. As Clid is going to smite that one down. We take another look at how they try to get onto Faker, but it doesn't work out.
It just doesn't work out. Silas is in the end game here. And Kingzone, they're getting smacked around.
Teddy does a little bit of damage by now as Rascal. Oh,
great vision play by SKT to bring Rascal down here. And I mean, you really gotta appreciate the efforts that Kingzone are going to. They recognize, at least, that they can't win straight up anymore. And they're trying to do all these smoke and mirror plays to try to get some footing that can let them back into the game. I believe that Nexus turret's actually very healthy again.
It's getting up there. It is regenning.
Yeah, he's regening.
But we do have the Lichbane completed here on Pawn. And there are very slippery members you mentioned. I mean, we could get Shen in the mix as well. We have potentially 3 teleports. So you guys remember what happened with Tarzan making his way into the base and putting down a ward and ending the game. SKT have to be so careful to go for any objective because I don't think Kingzone are ever going to handshake another team fight again in this game.
And this is such a beautiful state of League of Legends. If the inhibitor turrets were all still up, I would just say that it's basically over for Kingzone. But because these 2 inhibitors are exposed and there's 1 Nexus turret remaining, with those teleports present on the side of Kingzone, it's still a slippery slope. The walk that SKT have to do is to somehow coordinate all the lanes to pulsate evenly and then demand that Kingzone come to them and gravitate towards them. Because if Kingzone are able to just constantly jump throughout the side lanes, use their teleport advantages, use their mobility to run around the map, SK Telecom can never utilize their objective control.
Got Victor down here as well. Pawn gonna flash away from this one and double distort to get to safety. You can see how carefully SKT are playing this backdoor situation. No Baron on the cards just yet.
Really beautiful League of Legends at this stage. Kingzone are not just tilting and keeling over. They are sticking it out inside of this game. They're playing to what their win con is right now. And SK Telecom, finally at this stage of the game, are managing side lanes correctly and being cautious. Oh, actually, that's not as healthy as I had thought that it would have been. That region's very slow.
It is. It's certainly a question as to why exactly it is so slow. And SKT, they've been, I mean, everybody's been watching the LCK nowadays if you're a team in here, and there have been so many backdoors that have happened in recent times, so you have to know 100% they're like, well, we don't want to lose to this again, as, okay, if that hits, Tucson probably dies. That's okay, now we're engaging onto Glid here on the right
very
side.
Split up.
They're trying to turn it around here, though. The Cataclysm trying to get on top of everybody. They're on the chase now.
That's a wasted Chaos Storm.
Now, not going to do that much, but Faker getting into the back line is going to get the stun. Oh, the stop monster zone is so good. Cuz is going to live, but oh boy. Going in alone there was Rascal. Not sure about that one. Thought the fight was starting, as now they're going to start the Baron.
Def needs to be a hero. He doesn't seem to know how.
Are they going to get in there? There's no...
Glid lived again!
Oh, Glid!
Oh,
he's going to get out! Cuz gets in there, but it goes the way of Faker! Somehow, some way, they're going to kill the 2 of them, too. The Baron will go the way of SKT.
And now I think, Khan, you just teleport to the minion wave. You tell LeBlanc that you've had enough. Actually, he's just staying inside of the base.
Wants to save it for the back door, perhaps. Really taking it carefully.
I think that, they are captain careful.
Yeah. New superhero.
40 seconds on the Camille, 28 on the Shen, 12 until Rascal comes online, but it's really not going to matter when you're melee Rise against the Victor and Varus. I think that's all she wrote, Valdez.
We'll have to wait and see as Faker hopping on in there. Lots of damage comes out from Pawn, and Rise has respawned, but look at the damage coming out of Khan right now. It's unbelievable as they catch Rise on the left side. There it is. Make it look so easy as the culling comes in too, and that's gonna be it. Game number 2 once again will go to SKT as they get the 2-0 lead.
And SK Telecom were faltering so hard in the mid game. Khan and Faker constantly being out of position, but they brought it together. They held on long enough